So I basically finished analyzing because at the moment there is speculation going on saying that somehow, even I believed it for a while, is that Riot in League of Legends is somehow rigging the games and there is winner's queue and loser's queue. Now, if you look at statistics, it's a myth. It doesn't exist. So that's first of all, how does the algorithm match players? It uses two variables. One, matchmaking rating. Number two, account winning rate. You have to distinguish between champion winning rate and account winning rate, right? Riot cannot predict what champion are you going to play in the game. Cannot do it, right? So the algorithm uses the account winning rate. So you can very quickly see it in here. So you see you log in, you look at the rank, right? And then you can look at the win ratio. So these two are being used in the algorithm to match you against players. And it tries to give you as equal game as possible, right? Oh, whoopsie. I think yeah. So you see in here, you can look this one and this one. That's what's being used in the algorithm. Okay. So why do we know that it's true? Because I analyzed 10 games and you can see that the difference in MMR of players, 22 points on average. Of course, there are swings like 180 difference. That's almost a tier. But I mean, on average, 22-point difference. It's not a big deal, right? The second thing, win rate. If you look at win rate, the difference is 0.5%, which means on average, when you're playing against a player, he won half a game out of 100, or you won half a game out of 100 on top of him, right? It makes no difference. The matchmaking 100% works without shadow of doubt. So Riot is doing its job. So what is the actual problem? The problem is, as I told you before, Riot cannot predict behavior of humans, right? It cannot predict trolling. It cannot predict. If you look, you see, if you analyze account winning rates, they're roughly the same. If you look at MMR, they're roughly the same. But if you look at champion win rate, these guys have 81.2% on average probability of winning with those champions, whereas those guys have 48. That's half, almost half difference. So clearly this team is going to win, and that's not Riot's fault. It is not Riot's fault because it cannot control the champions that you're picking. Okay, so when you find yourself, you are in here and you look and you say, holy shit, these guys have 33% probability of winning, right? They're just not very good on those champions. You have to dodge the game. Otherwise, you're just going to lose. It is not Riot's fault. It is your fault for playing the game. You have to dodge. Okay? Now, how to play the game, right? You have to have a lot of accounts. I'm talking about 6 or 7 accounts. So sometimes you get placed with people that just they saw a champion, it is new released, they saw the champion played in professional, and for no reason whatsoever, they queue up in your lobby. They are normally playing ADC. Now he decided to play top lane, and he picks Set because he just thinks it's a good champion, right? The if he gets placed against Nasus, who is experienced on Nasus, he's just gonna get crushed. Okay, so you have to dodge. And again, you can see like the MMR and account win rate is usually very close. But well, this is a bad example because in here champion win rate is more or less the same. But look in here difference, right? Champion win rate 54.4%. This guy is 32%. This team is clearly going to lose, right? 100% going to lose. So, and as you keep researching, you'll find that the champion win rate and how many games they played on champion is by far the most important statistic to see whether you're going to win the game or not. Okay, and the secondary statistic is the how many games have they played on the champion, and what is the percentage that they're playing on the role. So you can find the percentage on the role is if you look in here, you click on ranked, and you see what's the percentage of games he's playing the role. So for example, if this guy is a top laner and he picks Mordekaiser, he never played Mordekaiser, he does not play top. You have to dodge the game because he's going to feed. There is no other way around it, right? He's simply going to feed. This is not Riot's fault. This is the fault. This is your fault for playing the game with this guy on your team. You have to dodge. All right. So yeah. So I made basically basic rules in here. So who messes up the game? People that are playing champions that they don't specialize in and roles. That's not Riot's fault. Playing people that are picking champions that don't know how to play, not Riot's fault. People trolling, for example, I just won a game yesterday and they had Yummi in their jungle. I will repeat this again. Yummi in the jungle. It was a slaughter. You have to understand, it was a complete slaughter. Honestly, our jungler was AFK for 2 minutes and we did not want to remake because we knew we can 4v5 them with Yumi in jungle. Yeah. And then fortunately for us, our jungle reconnected and then we just slaughtered them. Simply slaughtered them. And then again, trolling, Riot cannot do anything against it. And then finally, AFK people, that's just simply unlucky. There is no real way you can kind of there's no remedy for this. AFK people is just unlucky, and that's it. Now, for trollers and feeders, you can spot them before you start the game. So you have to dodge the game. You have to dodge it. AFK, unlucky. Okay, just unlucky. All right. So conclusions. Number one, right matchmaking 100% works. Number two, if you're in a lobby with people that are trolling, you have to dodge the game. Number three, if you have an AFK, that's very unfortunate. All right. But it's a very small percentage, so don't worry about it. Okay, take care.